just got back this morning from a horrid trip back from Sydney. You know when you set out and you have this idea, like you're going to be staying, I actually thought we were going to go 5-star, right? We're going 5-star because you stay at families' houses and it's really great to see your family, but you know, a week on the floor on uncomfortable mattresses is about my total. So we head back from Sydney, me, you know, my partner, the baby. Oh, we left the other kids there. No, we didn't. They were all, oh, that's not the right one. They're at the ex-partner's houses. We head back. We had a very nice trip there. We went via the New England Highway, stayed in Tamworth at a beautiful converted power station into like a 5-star resort. Had jacuzzi, king-size bed, plasma TV. We're talking like $165. Went through the Hunter Valley, stopped at wineries. Oh man, the trip down was just glorious. We went through little dirt roads we found, went off, and fields of wildflowers, and all through Scone we looked at all these amazing horse farms where Arab kind of millionaires have come to breed their horses. It was gorgeous. But dickhead here, while we're driving, said, no, let's not go that way. Let's go the coast road. Might be fun to stay at Port Macquarie or somewhere nice and coastal. What a mistake. You know, who would have known we'd get to Port Macquarie, right? And I'm laughing at all these shitty places saying, oh, of course we'll get somewhere nice. Let's just go 5-star because this is going to be full of farmers, right? Because it's going to have to be full of farmers because, you know, they're all from Wauchope and shoals like that. So they won't have any money. They'll be staying in all these awful caravan parks and these, you know, these pretend sort of, you know, Spanish, you know, haciendas. Let's go straight to Ridges. No vacancy. Everywhere, no vacancy, no vacancy, no vacancy, everything. There wasn't even, nothing 5-star, nothing 1-star, not even a caravan. We drove for an hour. The baby's starting to freak now. We've been driving for 4.5 hours. It's 7 o'clock, getting towards 8. I'm just about in tears, ready to throw a tantrum. All these bloody assholes can get somewhere to stay, but we can't. I was so angry. And I went, all right, let's go to Kempsey. On the way to Kempsey, my partner laughs and goes past, looks like the Bates Motel. You know, he talked about how once he went past this particular place on the highway and he had to leave after one sip of beer because he thought he was going to be murdered and raped. I was almost tempted to say, let's just go in there. But no, we go to Kempsey, and then I see all these, you know, horrible little side of the road places. Awful, looks like somewhere you could die in as well. But they all had vacancies by the look. I said, no, let's go through Kempsey, the other side. I've stayed there before. It's called Country Comfort or something like that. You know, it's ugly, but it's clean. It's on the highway, you know, it's on the river that's near the highway, and it's really quite nice. We get there, no vacancy. I went, oh, you're kidding. Next one next door, still quite nice, on the river. No vacancy. As we go in, there's a woman who actually looks like, her skin is like made out of the Laminex of the counter. Going, nah, love, there's no vacancy. Sticks it up with blue tack on the wall. It's getting worse. We go to McDonald's, sit there having to charge everything up. I get on the GPS on the phone. I start having to contact everywhere, going, I can't believe. So I ring Maxville. Every place in Maxville's gone. I ring every place in Southwest Rocks. And then I go through Coffs Harbour. I've run resort after resort. The only place that was actually available, oh God, I hate making beds, in Coffs Harbour was a 4-bedroom villa for $600 a night. I was so tempted to take it. Then I was just going to stand out and sell off the other rooms. But my partner said, no, we'll just drive through to home now. Obviously, after ringing about, I don't know, 40 places and stopping off on the way. This time it's like nearly 10 o'clock. We have been looking for 3 hours. I'm ready to go insane. The baby's getting angry. We've got half an hour of charge left on the DVD. John buys a Red Bull, starts heading for home, but I cracked it. I said, I can't do it. Can't do it. Won't go any further. The baby's about to start screaming. I'm not going to do it. And what ended up happening, I just said, let's stop. I don't care. Went to Nambucca Heads. We broke into a caravan park because it was all sealed up because there was no vacancy. We snuck in. I said, shh, they're all dead in here. They're all asleep. Went to the river. I said, just get everything out of this bloody car. We'll sleep in the back. I don't get on towels. I went from 5-star to towels on the back of the car. And you know, that felt better. I had to piss on the grass. That was my 5-star. And just as I was taking a piss on the grass, who should move across the lawn? Looked like an old salty crocodile, gleaming eyes. But the woman from the caravan park management, she didn't say a thing. And I just like going, please, please, you have to let us stay. Please, we've been everywhere. It's 4 hours. And I start crying. She just goes, all right, love, just pay in the morning. She goes, we sleep in the back of the car. I don't know if you know how painful it is. Usually you have to be drunk and under the age of 25, not 43 and 51, my husband's age, to be sleeping rough in the back of a Commodore with with a towel for comfort and a rolled up pair of tracksuit pants for a pillow. Not the 5-star I was looking for. We wake up in the morning after waking up all through the night aching in pain because I thought I was going to die. Finally, I get out, fully dressed. I've got my suit jacket on and my boots. Everyone's looking at us like, I don't know, I suppose they think we're poor white trash, which is ironic, because we're dressed quite well. And finally, the family across, they turn out to be Salvation Army officers. No one else, honestly, will look at us and they go, come over here. You've had a rough night. It's so embarrassing. Would you like a coffee? So we have charity of, and then I told them our story, our plight, because I didn't want them to think we were just normal poor people that had to break into caravan parks. And then the guy, lovely man who gave me the coffee, leans over and rubs my stomach. And he goes, just like the story, isn't it, darling? No room at the inn. And I went, oh no, he thinks I'm pregnant. The humiliation of sleeping in the car and then he's making fat jokes, though he didn't realise. I just got on my fat ass and went for home. Thank God we're back. Oh, look, a bed. Oh God, thank God. Go away. Go. I must be alone.